This should have been Viktor Orbán's last summit, but he's decided to skip, and that really seems to be defining this gathering.
Kalimera Maret, indeed, the longest-serving member of the European Council is not making his way to this summit. It would have been his farewell summit, so to speak, after 16 years of uninterrupted power. But as we remember, Viktor Orbán was defeated in the polls earlier this month, and opposition leader Peter Magyar took over with the promise of restoring ties between Budapest and Brussels. Leaders yesterday, as they made their way to the dinner, were noticeably relieved by the change in power, because Viktor Orbán has been a figure of disruption and obstruction for 16 years, and now everybody wants to bring back a sense of normalcy into the collective decision-making.
And Jorge, the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelenskyy, was also there, joining the leaders over dinner yesterday. And he had some very interesting comments on Ukraine's bid to join the European Union.
Yes, indeed. At first, we didn't know if Zelenskyy was going to make it in person to the summit here in Cyprus. But after the vetoes on the 90 billion loan and the package of sanctions against Russia were lifted earlier this week, he decided to show up in person, and his message was unmistakable. He was pushing to really speed up the accession process of Ukraine, which has been blocked by Hungary for almost 2 years now. The frustration of Zelenskyy was very palpable as well. He said that he needs a clear date for accession and he wants to speed up the process as soon as possible. However, other leaders like the prime ministers of Belgium and Luxembourg were more cautious. They said that they don't want any shortcuts, they don't want any fast tracks for Ukraine's accession. So my short analysis here in Cyprus is that after the end of the Orbán era, EU leaders will have to finally face head-on the complex issue of Ukraine's accession with no easy answers.